Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, Vern. List of. Well, I did that wrong. Let me fix that. Are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Are you laughing at what I just did or how I said your name? Or both? Because, I don't have any good sense. So I just broke my headset. I'm not happy about this. I don't even know how I did it. Hi, Kim. I was just telling Vin I broke my headset just now, the side of it. So now it's like it's hanging halfway off my ear right now. This is trash. Yeah, it is. Not cool. Not cool at all. And these were expensive. I'm going to have to buy some more. That's lame. I can't believe I did that. I don't even know if I did. Somebody else could have Somebody else could have broke them. I don't know. I'm assuming it was me though. Maybe I dropped them or something. I just don't remember. Do you guys have any questions? I know I have one. I need to go to the community post. Say what again? All of that? Everything that I just said? Hi, Celine. Are you Stop messing with me. Can you guys hear me? What? What? Breaking my headset? Yeah, I know. You act like I did it on purpose. Like I said, I don't even know if I broke them. My dog could have broke them or somebody else, not me. But most likely it was me because I listen to music and stuff before I go to bed. The cat ears, thank you. Thank you very much. It's like it's like partially on my head, on my ear, and it's leaning. Like this is really uncomfortable. It could have been the dogs. It wouldn't be the first thing that they've broken. Oh, you like green? No, I thought your favorite color was maroon, Clem. I didn't know you like green too. What about his lizard? No, no, not lizard. Was it a rooster? Didn't he say his last name is Rooster? Like a green rooster? Is that it? Is it like a green rooster? How could it mean both? Is it because it's in French? Hi, kid. We were just discussing Cliff's name. It's okay. You like green too. I was going to say, I was like, I know for a fact you told me that you liked maroon. I know you did. Hi, everybody coming in. Hello. How's everybody? Excuse my voice. I'm still getting over a cold, you guys. Can you see the comments now though? You can, right? If you can, I don't know what to tell you. This is working on my end. Okay. I was having trouble earlier when I was setting it up. The comment section was barely moving. Mhm. You saw? Great. Well, guys, do you have any questions? This is actually my first Q&A. I've never done it before. I know there was one. Let me see. Let me go back to the community post and read that one. Oh, it was fun watching me struggle. The shade of it all. The court jester can't be here, right? It's a totally different setup. Never fails. Um, Actually, kid, I use it a lot. I don't think you follow my channel, my first channel. Um, but I used to use this particular one when I did lives because it beats staring at a black screen. So I usually use her. I might customize her a little bit differently, but I generally use her with her crazy eyes and everything. Hi, dead man. Yeah, she was pretty terrible. Do you remember? Do you remember when I first set it up, Ben? It was pretty bad. You were in two of them? Okay, so then you know about the crazy eyes and the I don't know why she does that. Like, sometimes she's very chill, you know? Where do you find my old videos? You can't. YouTube deleted them, and the ones that I were able to save, I had to, I uploaded those on my Patreon. So I do have some old videos, but it's on Patreon. I can't re-upload them to YouTube. YouTube wouldn't allow that. She gave you nightmares. I'm sorry. She gave me nightmares too. Celine, you remember? Oh, it's great. I love it. But I was telling Clem today that I'm looking for another did she stay? They are on Patreon. There are some on Patreon. Not all of them, just the ones that I still had backed up on my computer, but not all of them. I had like 120 videos, audios that they deleted. And unfortunately, I had just like cleaned my computer. I got rid of all the old audios and then that happened. So I wasn't able to retrieve them, unfortunately. But now, because I learned my lesson, I've been saving all my old audios and I've put them on on a on like a storage type drive thing. Can you be a mod again? Sure. Sure. Sure, doll face. Let me just do this real quick. Add as a mod. There we go. Can manage progress, standard moderator review, road chat, blah, 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 blah. There you go, darling. You're a, you're a mod now. Thank- Thanks. You're welcome. Um, he's not allowed. Claim said you're not allowed to be a mod. No, it's too late. I've already modded him. Sorry. Okay, let me find. Really, guys? Okay, so it says, how does it feel knowing when you make your ASMR videos? They relieve stress and make our days better. That's very sweet. And that's Mystical One that wrote that. Don't give him such powers. Um, how does it make me feel? It actually makes me feel really good. That's pretty much the entire reason why I started in the first place. Like, I wanted people to feel comfortable. I knew that at the time I was dealing with something, and I figured that I couldn't be the only one, that other people had to be experiencing the things that I was experiencing. So, to not focus on what I was dealing with, I tried to think about other people and like turn into something bigger, turn into this. So, I really enjoy it. Um, it makes me happy knowing that I'm making other people happy or comfortable or calm or sleepy or whatever, comfort that they need at the time. Are you guys really fighting in the comment section? Stop removing his comments. You are so petty. See, you've already drunk with the power, and it hasn't even been, what, 5 minutes? I know you guys were joking. Hey, I am good. How are you? I can't take you guys anywhere. I swear. I should have known you were going to be with the shenanigans right away. Right away. Any other questions, guys? Vince, since you're so energetic right now, you have any questions? Even though you probably know a lot already. You done? Are you sure? Okay. Do I have a favorite character that I voice? I I kind of really like let's see my favorite. If I had to only pick one, I would say I like Bonnie Devereaux. I really like her. Um there were some elements about her that are similar. I'm also from the South, and I used to speak that way for a long time. But I've been where I am now even longer now. So I no longer have my accent, but I really enjoy playing her. She reminds me of home and like how a lot of my aunties act and speak and stuff like that. So I really enjoy playing her. Um, let's see, any upcoming hot stuff there. Let's see, on YouTube. I'm thinking about doing more of a series instead of a lot of random audios, a lot of part twos, threes, that type of thing. Um, to kind of keep it going, I think it'd be fun for storytelling. So that's something I can't say too much about it. I don't want to give it away yet. Um, does anyone know that I do? There, let's see, there are two people that know that I do it. One is a best friend of mine, and my younger brother knows that I do it, and no one else knows. They would probably laugh, but then again, I don't know. It's not something crazy or far fetched that I would do because in real life I'm kind of silly, but I don't think that they would think that I would do something like this. So not a lot of people know, but I do have a few that I've talked to about it. That I lost my accent? I mean, I did, but I didn't. When I say certain things, you'll still hear it. It comes out every once in a while, but I've definitely been away from the South long enough that I don't really have the accent anymore. Fantasy style audios, I would love that. I try to do a lot of polls to see kind of where your head is because I make it for you, not for myself. Um, at the time when I made the poll, it didn't seem like too many people were interested in fantasy audios, so I kind of, I would do one every once in a while. But it is definitely something I would be interested in exploring a little more if that's what you guys wanted. Um, let's see. Do you want to do more? Oh, I had already read that. Why? Why do you say I'm funny, Celine? What did I do? Let's see, Dante. Did you ever have doubts about your voice when recording ASMR? Did you know? Yeah, go there. Um, I definitely had doubts about my voice. Probably for the longest time. I used to think, well, for starters, I hated my voice. I used to think that it was too deep, too raspy. I didn't like that. I didn't like it at all. But as I've gotten older, I definitely appreciate it. Um, I've been told that it's very soothing and sexy. So I think, like, with time, I've accepted it and I can appreciate my voice for what it is. I was unsure when I was recording because I didn't know how people would take it. Um, Also considering that, as far as I've seen, there aren't a lot of African American VAs. There are a few of us, but not a lot. And I noticed that when I got into this, that even with the thumbnails, you didn't see a lot of representation as far as that goes. So I didn't know how I would be received, if people would like me, if they thought, well, I don't really want to listen to her. Like, what's that going to sound like? Or I was unsure, but I gave it a shot because I thought, well, at least it's different. It's not a lot of us doing it. And I would find my audience, I guess. But so yeah, let's see. Is that what you thought you'd be doing when you were in high school? No, not at all. Not at all. It wasn't even something that I knew really existed. Really until recently. It was recommended to me, and it was a guy's audio. Actually, that's how I got into it, and I listened to his voice, and I was like, you know what, I could probably do this. I think I could do it. It sounds fun. I like the idea of, I guess, kind of acting in a sense. Um, and I enjoyed it. Let's see. Where am I now? Someone did mention something to me similar to that kid. But I didn't like the way he approached me. It was strange. I can't remember. It might have even been through Discord where he was just like, you know, um, basically seeking out my services to read something for him, do a reading. And he was very demanding and he was like kind of throwing money at me. It was weird. And I didn't like his approach. And then when I told him that, let me think about it, because I was still very new. And, he wasn't patient with it. And it kind of just turned me off altogether. Like I didn't like that. And I haven't really dealt with anyone since, as far as asking me to do anything, any readings or anything. People who know you probably laugh because you're funny. Yes, I keep people around me laughing a lot. I'm really silly. I like to laugh. I'm kind of a goofy girl. Um, Voice acting. Yes, I considered that. I even considered maybe reading books. Um, but I don't know. I have been thinking about it more so now than before. It's a possibility. I definitely like reading books and I enjoy listening to audiobooks. So I think that would be fun if I maybe tried. Yeah. Aw, thanks, kid. That's really sweet. Wait, what message was retracted? What was said? You make your audios. Are you thinking about what would you generally say? Or is it completely a couch? Um, both actually. Sometimes sometimes the things that I write or the scripts that I write, I try to think of others or the character, like what would they say or what would they do? It might not be something that I would necessarily say or do. So it could be character driven. And then other times there is a lot of me in some of the characters. It just kind of depends on the topic of the audio, maybe the character, a lot of different things. Okay. Murder mysteries, I would totally do that. You already know how I feel about like more of it is I don't know what, but yes, I would definitely read murder mysteries. That would be fun. Like a who done it. My worst fears is it's not logical. Like I fear stupid stuff that will probably never happen, but I think Celine knows. I think I kinda told her. Like, I'm afraid of the thought of a zombie apocalypse. Like, that's something that keeps me up at night, and that is really stupid, and I have, like, a love-hate relationship with anything zombie because I love zombies, movies, books, whatever, you name it. But, it's not even the idea of, you know, just them in general. I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, they are scary, but I think it's more so the idea of waking up and every person that you've ever known or loved is, they're dead or they're a zombie. It's something about that that's just troubling. Just losing a lot of people that you care about to something. I mean, but that could be anything. Could be like a natural disaster or something like the end of the world, but my brain thinks zombie. So it doesn't make sense, but it does to me. So I'll have dreams like that all the time about trying to get out alive, not be, eaten, or I'll have friends that can't run to save their lives. And I'm like trying to get them to run fast and they don't want to and they're tripping. They're like doing the whole, you know, blonde girl in the movie bit where she can't stand up without falling. It's insane. And I have no reason to worry about stuff like that, but then again, you never know, like, is it that crazy? Is it really is it that far-fetched? Are you telling me that there's no way ever, ever, as much stuff as the scientists play with and dab and come up with, you telling me there's no way for them to come up with something dangerous and it just kills everyone and now we're zombies? It's not the craziest thing, but it kinda is. So, that is a fear that I have. Other things don't really scare me, things that can actually happen. Oh, that's not true, and I'm afraid of airplanes. That's at least that's kinda logical. I'm scared. I don't like flying. I'll do it if I have to, but I hate it. I hate it. I hate it a lot. Um, I don't like about zombies being yeah, who wants to be eaten alive? Like, getting ripped apart is that sounds terrible. Like, I'd rather be shot. I don't think I would wanna be stabbed either, though, but I would rather be stabbed than eaten any day. That came out really wrong. Oh my god. Any day, but yeah, it kinda did. Let's keep it PG-13, kids. I don't know, but, I'm trying to read this chat. I'm sorry if I'm missing stuff. Zombieland or World War Z zombies? Oh, goodness. I will take Zombieland all day, every day, because there is no way in hell that I would survive. If it was War Z zombies, the way they crawl on top of each other and, like, no, there's no way you're gonna outrun that. No. They took down an entire plane in seconds. You can't outrun that. At least with the Zombieland zombies, like, that's the regular kinda zombies. So, the zombies from 28 Weeks Later are pretty badass too. Those are scary as well. Yeah, we did kinda sprawl into zombies. Well, there was a good question, and it just kinda segued into that, and then another zombie question came up, and I don't mind. We can talk zombies all day. It's just more of what they do to you. I get that. Like, okay, I'm gonna share something, and this is true. I think my obsession with zombies started when I was, oh man, I was probably like 7 or 8 years old, and on the weekends, I used to watch, like, movies with my dad. My dad would always get us movies, and we would watch them together on the weekends, and that was, like, our thing. It was the first time I had seen, what was it? Not Night of the Living Dead, because I did see that one, but it was Dawn of the Dead, like the old school one, like back from like the 70s, late 70s, early 80s. Like there was a scene where there was this black couple, right? They were like, I want to say they were like in an apartment building, and the SWAT went in to like try to help evacuate the building. And they were yelling for, everyone to get out. And this wife, like she saw her husband. She starts running over to her husband, and they're like, "No, no, don't do that." And there was the scene where he took a huge, and I mean huge fucking chunk out of her shoulder. Like, it was so bad. I remember, like, there was just, like, blood squirting everywhere, and she's just, like, screaming this blood curdling scream. That traumatized the hell out of me, but I loved it. I love zombie stuff since then, but that image stuck with me, and I would always worry, I'm like, "I don't want to be eaten alive." Like, that's what I think of when I think of, a zombie attack. That's what sticks with me. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Have you seen that? Am I the only one who's seen that scene? Yeah, they can climb buildings. It's insane. Hi, Nielsen. How are you? Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Oh, you were subscribed to my other channel? Well, YouTube deleted it. Yeah, it was golden, and it was so fun, and like to see the progression when I first started to now. It's kind of funny too, like to see my earlier videos. It sounds familiar. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Please, someone say that you've seen that movie. I cannot be the like even if you have to go to YouTube and just like look up the clip, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like the name again, it's Dawn of the Dead, but not like the one from like the old school one. I think it was like from the 70s. And it's like really early on, the apartment scene where the husband bites the wife's shoulder. You have to look it up. Like that that messed me up. Why are you retract what's going on? Who's deleting messages? Yeah, it was from the 70s. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a movie night on Discord, like for real, for real. What do you mean you no wonder you haven't seen it? Yes, she will become a mom at some point. I just did an audio where she moved in with her significant other. So it's definitely headed to that place. You have to look it up. You have to. It's so good. 1978, is that when it was made? That sounds about right. Like late 70s, early. Too old for you? Are you serious? The oldies are the classics. You are missing out, man. Like, I love all of it. I am a huge movie buff. I love horror movies. Like, I'll watch especially around, like, Halloween, I love to get, like, lots of snacks. I'll get a bunch of stuff. I'll go to the grocery store and just rack up, and then I'll go home and I'll make chili. I make this chili every year. I'll eat that, and then I'll sit down and I'll have wine, I'll have candy, and I'll watch, like, millions of movies. Like, I'll start as early as the 1920s where they're not even talking, it's just subtitles. I like, all kinds of stuff. I love the screen movies, the old school, campy from the 80s, the 90s, you name it, classics. That's where it's at. Like, you have to broaden your horizons a little bit. Hi, Cosmic, how are you? Let's see. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing better. I was sick. I'm still kinda getting over it. Yeah, we have to do a movie night. Get with the times? Who, me? Or how does he say it? Danish? Danish? You have to give it a try. You have to. Now I see if you see it and you're like, "Okay, this is lame," but you gotta give it a shot. You won't know what you like unless you try it. People ages are showing. Not necessarily Celine, he just might not be a movie buff. Like, some of us, like, I love all kinds of movies, but I love the horror, all kinds, and just to see, like, the development from, like, the stuff that was considered shocking then, and then you look at the stuff now and how desensitized we are to the stuff then and, like, now. It's funny to see it, the progression. Wait, hold on. Chat's going too fast. It's hard to defend modern. It is hard to defend modern movies nowadays, but there's also some fun ones. Like, I like the Scream movies, and they get a lot of hate, but they're fun and they're nostalgic for me. So I'll watch them and just kinda like, we'll do, like, stupid marathons and just kinda laugh and talk throughout. I'll do that with my friends every year. We do that around Halloween as well, and it's just something fun to do. And they get a lot of heat, but, I mean, they're good, fun movies. Like, some movies, they don't, I mean, you don't have to be a critic and, like, rip it to shreds. Sometimes it's terrible, and it's good terrible, good cheesy, something you can sit around and kinda clown with your friends about. Hi, Joel. You have to see the old one, it's so good. It's so good. Um, I don't wanna see I wanna talk about it, but I don't wanna, like, give anything away. Those are yours. I can't find it if you re-uploaded it or not. If I message you about it later, would you be able to tell me if you re-uploaded it or not? Okay. Let me know, kid, and I'll look for it. I remember one where teens get into a basement, awakens a zombie from a container, and one of them gets their skull eaten. Oh, that's like one of the old school Night of the Living Deads. I think it was like 3, I think. And they were like, they were in, they went to the graveyards too, and they were kind of like rebels. They look like they were in Iraq and stuff like that. Is that the one you're talking about? 1920s movies was wild. It is, but it's good. It's really good. Like, you gotta see the old school, Nosferatus. Like, I like vampire movies and stuff, and, like, the old one where he's, like, creeping in the shadows and, like, there's no talking, it's just music. It's good. They're a classic for a reason. But I can appreciate that. I can appreciate film. You have to give it a shot, and if you guys are willing, like I said, we can do movie nights on, Discord if you want. Just wanted to stop in quick, say hi. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming, Cosmic. Denmark? I thought so. So it's like Danish, and the original was controversial that the hero was. It was, and considering when they made it, that was pretty ballsy. And I remember when the director was talking about it, he wasn't necessarily trying to, cast a black man. It just kinda happened like that. And, like, that was pretty cool. Like, even the scene where he's, like, slapping the guy upside his head, like I could only imagine, like, how geek they were in the movies, like, "Yeah, hit him again," you know? Because then, you're still dealing with Jim Crow and stuff, so that had to have been crazy. Um, let's see. You like Scream 3? That was pretty good, but I have to go with the original. It just kinda started all of it for me. It has a the Scream franchise has how do I put this? They have a certain they give off there's a certain vibe that the movies give off, which is why I think they are so popular. They're gory, but they're also funny and relatable. Like the characters are relatable. Yes, I have a Discord. I'm kidding. I used to watch old movies. I was gonna say, like, I know your mom. I know she put something on for you. Wait, what are you talking about, Nilsson? What what animated remake? Thanks, Ven. The Discord's listed in the chat if you guys want to join. Favorite Jim Carrey movie? Oh, I can't name just one. I love Jim Carrey. Let's see. Um, I love Ace Ventura. He was in a movie called Once Bitten. That's like early Jim Carrey. I love that one as well. Um, ooh, let's see. Um, The Mask was funny. Mm, you said The Mask for you? Once Bitten? Yeah, it was pretty good. Let's see. Scream is campy yeah, exactly. The campy slasher films, and I think when it hit, it made it popular again. It kinda, like, opened the door for that type of campy. Not the '80s campy, but, like, the '90s campy kinda slasher movies. The first Scream is absolutely fantastic, but the 3rd one yeah, Dewey is the funny I love Dewey. I was so mad. I'm not trying to spoil anything, but if you haven't seen if you don't know what happens to Dewey by now, I don't feel bad for you. I don't feel bad for what I'm gonna say. I felt really bad that he died. Because if you don't know now, you're never gonna know. You're never gonna watch it. They did? Oh, that's crazy. I'm gonna have to look that up. I had no idea that they did that. That's crazy. She didn't get in the movies? Oh. Yes, I love Matthew. Do you know the part where I was watching, like, I think it was an interview where they were kinda talking to him and stuff. Yeah, The Truman Show is pretty good too. That was a good one. I forgot about that one. Where, the part where, he hit him with the phone, right? He hit Matthew with the phone. He hit Stu with the phone. 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I really did break this headset pretty bad. I'm Um, so the part where Stu got hit in the head with the phone, right? Do you guys remember that part? Yeah, the avatar is scary. She does her eyes just kind of does what they want to do. It follows me, but then it doesn't. It just kind of they have a mind of their own. Oh, Clem left. But that part where he gets hit in the head with the phone, they were saying that that wasn't planned. That was an accident. He didn't really mean to hit him. And just kind of went with it and said that you hit me with the phone, Dick. That part, like all of that, it was just kind of improv, which I thought was pretty funny, considering that it was really funny. And I thought it was actually it was scripted, but it wasn't. I'll put that down. Thanks, Vin, for putting that down. Exactly. I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. I was like, oh, he wasn't supposed to say it. But he did. Well, that's pretty great. But yeah, you guys definitely have to you have to check out that movie. And we'll definitely do movie nights if you guys want to do that. We just have to figure out a good time for everybody because I know everyone we're not all on the same time frame schedule. We live in different areas and stuff like that. So we'd have to come to like a happy medium. Oh, you're from the UK? That's awesome. And far. I have always wanted to go though. I'm gonna visit one day. I want to travel. Oh, you too. Oh, low key racist. That's funny because we were talking about that before. I think I might make another a part two to that. You're not the first person that asked me that. I will. Yeah, that's gone, which kind of sucks. Hmm. I haven't seen the autopsy of Jane Doe yet. I've seen I've seen the cover art for it, but I've never watched the movie. And that's funny that you mentioned The Conjuring because I was just watching that again the other day, like maybe 2 days ago. Uh, you said that's your favorite character, Joel? Why? She's such a bitch. Like, uh, could I ask, could we get more interracial audios in the future? Because they are really wholesome. Yeah, I've done tons. I can do audios that focus on that. Usually with my cover art, I try to kind of implement that as well. But I can do topics on that because I definitely know what that's like. I have experience in that area, which is kind of funny. I dealt with something similar with that. Yes. um, is it? I haven't seen it. Like I said, I saw the cover art for it, but I haven't exactly clicked on the video yet. Is it what kind of horror is it? Is it gory? Is it psychological? Um, I'm curious. Suspense. That's good. I like those too. Maybe I'll watch it today since you guys suggested. You said it's really good. I'll check it out. I do watch anime. I'm an anime girl. Okay, bye, Nelson. Thank you for coming. I love monster movies. Love, love, love them. Trying to think, what's the last one that I actually saw? Um, hmm. No, that wasn't a monster movie. I am actually. I am kind of goaded. What do you mean? Um, what's the last? I just saw the Thanksgiving movie a couple days ago. I know that's not a monster movie. That's the last like real new scary movie that I saw. I do like monster movies though. Uh, so is it in a hospital? Like in the morgue or is it like in a funeral home or I thought maybe hospital because of the gurney she was laying on. Prey was pretty nice. You're talking about the Prey as in the Predator movies? I like the Predator movies. 1 and 2 were my favorite. And I think maybe Prey is probably like my third. I didn't like the one with Adrian Brody in it. I thought that one was trash. Yeah, that's what the pilgrim dressed up killing people. It's actually like don't knock until you try. It's very gory, and I was kind of surprised by that. Like good gory though. Like it's definitely gore porn. Like if you're not into like movies like that where there's a lot of disturbing imagery with blood and all that, then I would not advise that. But if you do, then you'll like it. Oh, family business. Hmm. You will. You will. Trust me. I'm telling you. It seems really cheesy and like cartoony, like with the mask and stuff that he was wearing. But like I said, the kill scenes are very good. You'll like it. It's not as kiddie as it looks. The trailer didn't do it justice, in my opinion. Top core. Let me think about this. Ooh. Top core? I'm trying to think of a movie that has like all the elements in it. um I can't remember the name of it. I'm gonna have to look it up. It was a movie about cannibalism. That was pretty gory. Um, and like cheesy, like the special effects were terrible, but it was just really, really gory. I would say the Hostel movies are pretty gory too. Do you know what I'm talking about? You said, oh, they were in the desert. So you've seen it. The Terrifier is, you know what? You're right. That would be a more current top gore. His movies are pretty gory. Um, I thought they were making a third, right? A Christmas one? Yeah, it was pretty awful. There's another one, very old school, and it was about I think it was called Beware of Children or something like that. Oh my god. It's absolutely terrible. It was probably the worst low budget. It seemed like they ran out of money by the time they got to the end. They didn't know how to end it, and it was terrible because it was kids that they were, taking out, but it was so bad. There's nothing to save that movie, but if you want a good laugh, like, the kill scenes and just the budget, and it was just you have to watch it just to say that you did. But yeah, the Terrifier is definitely, I would say, up there. Yeah. The the last one I saw the second one, probably a few months ago, and I remember the first one was pretty gory too and kinda stupid. Like, it made me mad when he shot that girl, like, to go through all that, he just shoots her. I was like, "Really? You had the gun this whole time?" It was ridiculous. What would you guys say was top tier as far as gory movies or suspense? I mean, do you also like movies where they don't show the monster? Like, it's kind of focused on psychological horror? Kinda like, The Babadook? That was a good one. A lot of people didn't like that movie because they didn't show the monster. It got a bad review, but I thought it was really good. I haven't seen that one yet. I do have that on my list to watch, though. You said Cave Monster? I don't think it's lame. Sometimes I think it's the absence of it that makes it scary. Lego Batman? Really? Are you talking about 'cause the Legos got plucked? There wasn't any blood in that, though. But I mean, I guess kind of. I love when they don't show the monster, then it's because my imagination goes, "Yeah, but if it's a proper monster movie, then I love it." The minions are scary too. When you look at it like that, yes, it's kind of morbid. It's morbid, but not gory. They get pulled apart, yeah. It is when you you guys are hilarious. I don't mind if they don't show the monster. I'm okay with that. Sometimes I feel like you don't need to see it. Like he was saying, like sometimes just your imagination goes wild, what you think it might look like. I hate this I do hate though. They don't show you and they have the buildup of the monster and then they finally show it and it's trash. That makes me really upset. I'd rather not have seen anything than for the buildup to just be trash. Do we I guess it depends. Sometimes I think you can get away with not showing it, and then sometimes it's necessary. But if you're gonna show it, it needs to be good. If you're gonna have a build up to this big climax to it and then it's trash, then it's like you feel like you wasted your time watching the movie, and that's the last thing that I wanna do. They do technically. Danish. You're right, technically they do, but they didn't kill, um, what's his name? Steve Carell's, character. What is his why can't I remember his name? Thank you. They killed all of them except for Gru. And you see Jack? You just throwing names out there, man. Okay, I have a question. Here's one. Here's a good one. Since we're on this film kick, and I'm totally loving it. Um, what movie have you seen that was really good, but traumatizing enough for you only to watch once? You can only watch it one time. You couldn't go back and watch it again. And it doesn't necessarily have to be traumatizing in the sense of gory, or it could have just been devastating to you. Number 9. Oh, yeah. I remember you telling me about that. Not all of them are good, in my opinion, but I was terrified of the first 2, and the scariest part was that we didn't get to see the monster. I agree with that, Joel. The first one for me was scary. Um, I remember when I saw it, the part when she was being dragged out of the bed, that scared the shit out of me. So I'm not even gonna hold you. I could not go to bed. I could not go to bed. And it wasn't like I could call a boyfriend over like, "Hey, I saw this scary movie. Can you come and cuddle with me?" No, it was like me and the pillow, and I was so scared, and I didn't wanna call any like, my friends because they would probably laugh at me like, "Really? You're you're scared?" But it scared me. It scared me so bad. It took me a long time to kinda, like, tell myself, like, "Come on, it's not real. Come on." And I know in real life, I would probably just pray about it. I would just pray and pray that God would have my back. There's not a single horror movie that was that really? None? Not one? 7 years to watch it? Smile was pretty good. I saw that maybe, like, 6 months ago. I did think, though, that would be a little bit scarier from, like, the trailers and stuff like that. It just seemed like it would be scarier. It wasn't as scary as I thought it would be. Um, let's see, same. I watched the first one, my teen years, all by myself in the middle of the night, and I was terrified. Exactly. I was scared. I was really scared. And I was like, the fact that it scared me, it shocked me because I was used to watching such scary, gory movies all the time. So the fact that it wasn't gory, it wasn't like there was a monster being shown. It was just the idea of this entity in your house. And I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel, but I believe in God and the devil and stuff like that. So, spiritually speaking, it's something about that type of unknown that's scary. Like, you can't really do anything about that, especially with possession. That's a different type of scary. It's not something you can really fight, you know? So I was scared. I thought that something was in my room. I can laugh about it now, but it was not funny then. What movie have you cried the hardest to? I am a softie. So I don't like watching movies where pets die or kids. I don't like that. So The Quiet Place, do you remember it at the beginning where, like what happens to his son? I cried like a baby. And then I paused the movie probably for about an hour, did something else, and then came back to it because it hurt my feelings that much. Like, it was the opening of the movie, and then that happened, and I was just like, "Oh, they didn't just do that. They did." So I was The Blind Side? Why is that so cute? That's adorable. You thought you could kick the ass of monsters that would try to scare me. I wish I had your mindset. And that was a tough little thing growing up, but there's something about, like, monsters and things hiding out. Endgame, yeah, I cried. I cried with Endgame too. When Tony died, I lost it. You're in between. Felt absolutely awful and just destroyed. I haven't seen that one yet. Hereditary. I haven't seen that one yet, and I haven't seen the Mother movie yet either. He was. He was the GOAT, and to see him die like that, I was I was so sad. I didn't even wanna watch the rest of it. It was like, "No, they didn't just do that." I ever fully cried at Only Ever Got Your Own. Is it that bad? Like, I've heard, like, people say, like, it's messed up, like, but I'm trying to think, how messed up are we talking? Like, if you had to give me, like, 1 through 10 kinda thing. Just the end? Oh, okay. I don't know, I might just have to watch it just to see, so we can discuss it next time. The movie for me, I didn't cry, but it was devastating for me that I could never watch it again, that movie. That would be The Mist. I've only seen it once. I will never watch it again. I was and that's how you know it's a good movie. If you leave a movie, like, so emotional or upset or mad, I'm telling you, Clem, you watch it, it's gonna ruin your freaking day. Ruin it. It'll ruin it. The ending is gut-wrenching. It will ruin your day. I swear, I am telling you now, if you watch the movie, you're gonna call me up and be like, "What the hell?" And I'm gonna say, "I told you. I told you not to do it." Um, let's see. Are there gonna be more ASMR audios with Blind Girlfriend? Yes, there will be. And hello, by the way. I'm talking about The Mist. That's the movie for me that I can only watch once and I can never see it again. I always say watch it because it's fantastic. It is fantastic. Oh, you're talking about, Hereditary. I thought it should I love her. She's amazing. Coco, you cried worse than Spider-Man when then wait, Coco, you cried worse than Spider-Man did when Tony died. I'd say about the same. When he started saying, "I don't wanna go, I don't wanna go," that hurt me. That hurt me a lot. I was a mess. But then, like, after that, like, with Tony, I was done. I was already emotional when he was dying, when Spider-Man was dying. See, so you know exactly what I'm talking about, Joy. See? It's not just me. Exactly. I left that movie mad, upset, hurt. I didn't know how to feel. My emotions were all over the place. And I had to just keep reminding myself, like, it was just a movie. It wasn't real. It didn't happen. Everybody's fine. But it was so devastating. They were so close. And I couldn't sit through that again, knowing that. All the stuff they went through is just, why were you laughing, Ben? Like, yeah. You thought it was funny because it was ironic? Wow. You are heartless. I do know that they made a show out of it, and I will not be watching it. No, thank you. I'm good. I don't wanna watch it. There's nothing for me to see. The movie was disappointing enough. I don't need a series. I'm sure they did change stuff, but you know what? I'm never gonna know what they changed because guess what? I am never gonna watch it. Never. You will not catch me ever. I don't care. You could be the finest dude in America. Like, "Hey, finest dude on the planet. Hey, come sit with me and watch this movie, this show." No fucking way. Never. I'll take my chances. Never, ever, never. That's right. Never. No. You couldn't pay me money. No. Never. You guys can watch it. You can tell me how it goes. Hold on a second. But yep, never again. So I'm down to watch pretty much anything else. I have, and I can't wait to see the movie. I think they said it's going to be released in July. Can you hear me now? Hello. Can you guys? Okay. I don't know what she's doing. She's just kind of doing what she wants to do, like always. She'll have moments where she's chilled, and then she'll start doing that eye thing again. It's weird. Mm, my favorite genre of what? Music? She's terrifying. She's not that bad. Of horror? Of movies? What are we talking about? Horror for movies. Music, I'm all over the place. Rock, punk, alternative, R&B, dance, classical, jazz, oldies. Why do I don't I can't speak for other girls. But for me, I am what I've been called um creepy cute because of the stuff that I like. I don't know. I'm kind of morbid. That's why I like it. Like I like uh murder documentaries and like stuff about forensics and cold case files stuff. Yeah, I get that I'm cute creepy a lot. Like, oh, you're cute, but you're kind of creepy because of stuff that you like. I'm like, yeah, that's fair. Crude. Yeah, I'm crude. Did I rip off the again? More like the arms. No. Oh god, I'm dying. I think we all did. Um, but yeah, I get that I am morbid a lot because of my interest with things like that. Why people do the things that they do. I think it's interesting. So I don't know. I can watch things that maybe other people normally can't. Um, I can watch maybe a show about an autopsy being done while I eat dinner, and it doesn't phase me none. But like my friends will be like, "What are you watching?" Like, what? It's interesting. Like, I don't even really consider it to be creepy. I just think that I like to learn. I like understanding certain things, and that might be creepy. I don't know. I guess. Like, were there any early signs? You guys are killing me. No, there's no early signs. I'm not a serial killer, guys. Come on. No, I liked. Okay, to be fair, I don't have any sisters. I grew up around boys. So I watched what they watched and I was around what they were around. And that's kind of, I guess why I can deal with it. Like, I am I'm obsessed with anything to do with, like, World War II era, like, the history with all of it, like, I like stuff like that. I don't know, maybe that's considered weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, that's fine. Taking a nap while watching 48, that's something I would do. Probably not 48, but maybe, like, probably a documentary on serial killers. I can like, there's a running joke about that, like, memes and, like, shorts where the girls are, like, sleeping and they're like, "Oh, and they found the bodies of da da da." That's me. I could go to sleep to that. I'll listen to podcasts like that, and I'll go to sleep, or I'll listen to, like, audiobooks about murder mysteries and stuff like that, and I'll go to sleep. It doesn't phase me any. If anything, I find it interesting, and it keeps me on guard, like, what to look for and, like, how to be careful because this person can be insane, you know? You're my honorary sister. That's what's up. Yeah, see, it's the sa to me, it's the same thing. If you can go to sleep to metal, it's the same thing. Like, most people don't find that soothing. Grandpa mode confirmed. Was that even Are you calling me old, Joe? I guess I guess I am kind of like a grandpa. I don't know. I find that, like, everything about it, um, interesting. The times, how it was even for African Americans around that time, like, it was an interesting time. Everything about it, like, even the way that men courted women around that time was interesting. Sometimes, I'll read, letters on the internet that were found, like, between, sweethearts during the wars and stuff like that, and I don't know, it's just I get it's kinda romanticized a little bit, but I don't know, it's just different time, and I liked not everything about it, obviously, there were a lot of terrible things, but it seemed like a simpler time. Yeah, and the style was pretty dope too. So, yeah, if that makes me a grandpa, I guess I guess I'm a grandpa. Um, I like tears in my eyes. Okay, Celine, thanks for coming. Who's who is me? You guys are hilarious. Why do you think you're the odd one out, Vin? Yeah, it wasn't exactly the greatest for our people, no, but I don't know, it's just even like the family unit was tighter and people were just I don't know. There were things about it that I liked and obviously there were things that I didn't. But I don't know, the war aspect and you know, how people had to come together and as a society and women working and I don't know, it's a lot of fascinating stuff. Are you calm down? I'm calm. What are you talking about? Are you talking about my avatar or me? So you guys, did I just come on here so you guys can roast me the whole time? Oh man, that's hilarious. You see my avatar though. That doesn't make you odd. The odd one out. It's just not your thing. Yes, Billie Holiday is one of my favorites. She is my favorite. One of. Definitely. Definitely top 3. But that's not all I listen to. Sometimes I like to listen to, rain audios when I'm sleeping. Yeah, exactly. If anything, we're the odd ones. You're very much normal. Congratulations, you're normal. I'm not. I know I'm a little odd. My interests are odd. I know. But I think that's also part of my charm. That means I'm different. Yeah, me too. See, I don't just listen to murder mysteries when I'm going to bed. Little something, little everything. I like to listen to books mostly though when I'm falling asleep. I like dark romance novels too. That's true. Dante. Oh yeah. I've heard that one as well. That's why you have to get the bigger headset. Can't sleep in the iPad. The iPods are going to be looking for them the next day. That's probably why my headset's broken. I probably dropped it on the floor last night. That's probably what happened. Unfortunately. I do have a question though. And Clem, you kind of know about this already. We talked about this before. There was an audio idea that I had. Dark novels, horror movies, serial killer, doc. Ashley's a guy. She's a girl. Yeah, I'm a girl. There you go. Um, and there. I don't know if you remember this. We were talking about a character, a new character. We were talking about where she. Do you remember the image that I had sent you? They were expensive, Vin. I'm not even gonna hold you. They were expensive. I spent a decent amount of money on my headset, and it's freaking broken. So I'm not happy about that at all. And the crazy thing is I don't know how I broke them. That's what's really pissing me off. I don't even know what I did. I just kind of plugged it into the microphone just now, and I noticed that it was like kind of hanging on this. Come on, not 5 million times. No, but they were expensive because I wanted a good set of noise canceling headphones. Excuse me. But yeah. And now they're broken. So I'm gonna have to take that L. But oh yeah. So the basically I'll have to we were talking about that character that was yes. Yes, the ones with the scars on her face. You do remember. I still haven't done the audios for that. I wasn't sure how that would be received, so I hadn't done it. But maybe I should. I don't know. Maybe I should put that out there and see what everybody thinks. I don't know. I think some people would be into it, and then there'll probably be a few people like, "No, I'm good." Maybe. You think so? A very damaged character, very damaged individual, physically and mentally. All right. Maybe we'll look into that though, because maybe her whole thing can be, I don't know, her whole character development can kind of be developed around the listener. Let's say like you're basically pouring life into this individual because she has nothing there anymore. You say just do it. You might be right. You might be right. Pause. Yes. Pouring pouring life into her like building her up. How about I word it that way? I thought so too. Just a character who's just very, very damaged. Like, I think there's nothing wrong with happy, characters and audios and the stories are very cute and stuff like that. But I think there are very, um, there are other things, there are other issues. There are people who are very, maybe they feel a sense of purpose when they are helping someone, like really helping someone um, kind of start over, with everything, whether that's believing in themselves or helping them with their self esteem. Um, my thoughts. I don't know if I should go there. Do you guys really want to have the blue pill, red pill type conversations? I've seen enough of those podcasts. Oh my goodness. I have thoughts. I will say I have thoughts. Um, okay, bye, Vin. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate that. Very, very nice of you. Um, I don't know. There was a lot of talk if he was guilty or if he wasn't. Where people just um saying he did horrible things because they didn't like his message, that kind of thing. I don't know him personally. I can only go by what I've read and what I've heard. It doesn't sound good. He doesn't sound like he's a good person. I do understand the fact why he's so popular, especially with men. Um, I get the pull, I guess. I get it, especially where there's a lot of gentlemen that maybe never felt appreciated or valued. So they look to other men to kind of make, like, I don't know, give them confidence. I get that. I get that aspect. And I don't even hate that. But I think the way he goes about it, his overall message, especially about women, I don't necessarily agree with. Are there women out there that are trash? Absolutely. And I can even get him trying to tell you how to deal with women that are not good women, but to overall categorize every female like that, I don't agree with that. We're not all like that. We're not all gold diggers. We're not all hoes. We're not all like out here looking for a handout or expect someone to completely take care of us. So to kind of lump all of us together and say that you should treat us the same, I don't think it's fair. I think you should treat everyone accordingly as an individual. But they don't do that. He just kind of says, "Well, you need to treat all women like this, and this is how you get the respect. This is how you become a high valued man," air quotes. And I don't agree with it. It's bullshit. It's like basically you're helping a lot of them that don't really have a voice, really. You're showing them how to have a voice, but in a very negative way. Now instead of building him up and giving him confidence, he has to belittle others in order to feel like a man. And that's a joke to me. That's a joke. You shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to talk down on anybody to feel better about yourself. So overall, I don't like his message. I feel like there are other men out there that are better role models and mentors to men that can help them achieve success and confidence and relationships if that's what you want, or investing in yourself, whether that's physical, mental, or spiritual. And there's a different ways to go about that. I don't feel that you have to be a dick to achieve it. That's all. That's it. And then to find out, like, I'll say allegedly, because again, I don't know, to find out that he had all this other stuff going on. It's like, are you really the man though? If you're just hoeing women out here, and you know what I mean? It's like, how are you any better? You're not. To me, that's not very manly to take a woman who already has low self-esteem and have her do tricks for you. That's I know, I'm sorry. That's why I said I had thoughts. I didn't even want to go into it. I'm sorry. Exactly. Basic human decency. That's how it should be for everyone. Period. Like why like I can't even talk. Jesus, tongue tied. Like even with the Kevin Samuel stuff. Like it was the same thing. Like yeah, okay. He was putting women, some of them in their place, and some of them, yeah, some of them really did need a reality check. But how he overall, just thought about women like, yeah, you talk to him like this because you're a man and that's going to get you respect. And it's like, no, that's going to get you alone. And then if you do get you a woman, she's not going to really take you seriously because you don't know how to treat her. So 9 times out of 10, you're going to meet someone who's using you too. It's not, that's not smart. Like the cycle continues. Now you got ancient women with ancient men. Like, that's dumb. That's dumb to me. Are you dumb or are you dumb? But that's it. I've now gone on a tangent. So I'm gonna change the subject because we could be here all day talking about these podcast dudes, the passport bros, and I've seen so much. I'm just like, okay, that's dumb too. Thanks. I appreciate that. Um, I just think it's funny how we choose to um how do I put this? What we decide to follow in order to be successful in life. I think it's funny. Um, like even the thing with the passport bros, they think if they go overseas, different countries, they're going to find a submissive woman to do whatever she wants them to do. And that's supposedly the key to happiness with these guys. Well, the American woman, not even so much American women as it is Black American women, because that's what I hear the most complaints about. And it's like, I'm thinking to myself, okay, you're gonna go overseas and do what exactly? Like, you want to go half seas on everything here, and you think you're gonna go there and get a woman that's gonna pay for half of everything? It's like, and I'm thinking the courting process is even more difficult because over there, their families expect you to have everything set. Like you better have a bag if you're going to take their daughter. Not only are you going to support their daughter, you're going to support the family as well. Them women ain't paying half the bills over there. Like, I think this shit is hilarious. I really do. It's like you want her to be submissive and you want her to pay half the bills, take care of the kids, clean, and then have you talk to her crazy. Like, how sway? Like, where they do that at? You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no halves. Like, like, a lot of them, and I'm not saying this is all you guys, 'cause I refuse to believe that, and I'm not gonna categorize all males because it's not all males. It's these passport bros. They think they're gonna go over there, get a woman that's, "Yes, sir. No, sir." Do everything that they want them to do, and they want them to be a traditional woman, and they're not a traditional man. I can't tell you how many stories I heard, "Well, how come you can't do what your grandma used to do?" And blah, blah, blah. Those kind of conversations, like, where are the women that used to be like my grandma? Well, where are the men that used to be like grandpa? Grandma didn't mind being grandma because grandpa was grandpa. Like, you can't have a woman do everything and then you expect to have submission on top of it. No, if you got her out here like an independent, single, married wife, basically, essentially, then she's not like you're putting her in this dominant role all the time. And then you expect her to be submissive to you. It's crazy to me. Now, I don't mind the submissive dynamic power thing. What am I? Honestly, I would say if I had to go strictly by my personality, I am more of a dominant type of person. But if we're talking, can I be submissive, that type of thing, I would say I'm more of a switch. I can be submissive to the right person. I'll put it that way. I have to trust you in order to put that much, um, it takes a very secure person to allow somebody else to lead them. And you have to be a very um, put together person in order to lead. So if I'm allowing you to lead, if I'm naturally a dominant person and I'm allowing you to lead, then you have to have your shit in order because that's me trusting you. That's me allowing you to lead me. And that's not easy. If you're a dominant person, you know for a fact that is not easy to allow someone else to be submissive if you are dominant. It's not. I don't mind being that way if it's the right person because I feel like you're not going to lead me astray. I can be a switch. I'm more of a switch if we're talking like in that sense. Yes, I'm a switch. I can be both submissive and dominant, but my personality, I'm a very dominant person. I speak my mind. I'm not afraid to tell you how I feel about things. Not allowed. I'm not afraid to be vulnerable, but I'm not going to show that vulnerability to anybody because people will use that against you. You really do have to trust someone. And I think that's where being submissive gets a lot of slack. They think you're a doormat, and it's like not necessarily. It takes a lot of power to give away power, really, to give to someone else and expect them to do right by you when you do that. So it's not an easy thing. So that's why I find it funny when some of these guys out here, they're like, they want a woman to do everything that they say, which to me, that's not even a, really about submission. It's just you want someone you can control all the way around. And you can have a partner who's submissive and still listen to her and still care about her feelings and her thoughts and stuff like that. It just means you're overall going to make a lot of the big decisions, which you think is best for both of you, really. But again, they want a submissive woman, but they don't want to be a dominant man. And I think it's just hilarious. I really do. You think you're going to go over there and bring a girl back, and she it's like, you're not doing anything. You're bringing her here, and she's going to learn the ways, and then you're going to end up with a chick that you didn't want. She's going to end up just like everybody else you hated. Like, it's just dumb to me. I'm like, you're going to go over there, you're going to do more. You got to have more money. You have to have your ducks in a row. You can't go over there asking for someone's daughter and expecting this woman to pay half. It's not going to happen. They're not going to let her leave with you. When you marry the family too. That just is what it is, and they don't expect that. I can't tell you how many how many shows I've seen where guys went over there and they were like, "I didn't know I had to do that." It's like, what did you think? What did you think was gonna happen? Do I have any role models? Yes, my grandmother. That's my ace right there. She taught me a lot of things very young. She schooled me very young on a lot of different things, and as an adult and growing up, I learned a lot, and I was prepared for a lot of things because of her insight and her realness. She didn't hold back things. She was always completely 100% honest with me, even if it was conversations that were uncomfortable because she wanted me to know what, what the real world was like and how it's going to be out there and how you needed to be and things that I needed to know. So I would say she's definitely my role model. Exactly. Exactly. You don't just take care of her, you take care of the parents too. You take care of the family. Exactly. Thank you, Dante. Is really sweet. And they don't know that. I'm like, dude, how you gonna be a passport bro and not do your research? Like you're gonna go find a wife, at least find out about the culture. Like, what the hell are you doing? They think it's that easy, and it's laughable to me. I'm like, they think too much. Some of them out here, they think calling at a reasonable time of day to hang out is too much effort. Like, that's too much work for you? Like, do you know what kind of hoops you're gonna go through over there? Like, it's insane to me. All right, Joe. Thank you so much for coming in and chilling with us. This was fun. Even though I know the conversations were all over the place, but I loved it. It is one of the best parts. But I don't think people realize that, when you marry, you sign up for the family too. It's not just, you know, it's not just her. You're taking the dog, the cat, everybody. Everybody's coming. Yeah, absolutely. That's hilarious. Oh, I have been on here for hours now. Jeez. All right, guys. I am gonna head out though because I need to eat something because I've all I had was coffee. That's not good. So I'm gonna get some lunch. I really appreciate you guys stopping in, saying hi, contributing to the chat, supporting me, laughing, just being silly. This was a lot of fun, and I'm probably gonna do more streams um regularly. Definitely. Thanks, Kim. And I'll probably see you guys in Discord. Thank God what? I'm sorry. I talked your head off. Good, good. That's good. Oh my gosh. I know you guys are tired of looking at my avatar. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna eat. I'll see you guys later. Bye.